on guys, Blue Liner here. Today just wanted to go over a couple tips on getting better presentation while you're out on the river or wherever you're at. Just wanted to go over that with you guys and see if we could help you out, kind of fine tuning those presentation techniques out on the water. So the first point we're going to get to is whenever you're going to a river specifically or a stream, you always want to fish upriver. So you see how the water's kind of flowing back behind me. That's going downriver. You'll want to go upriver. The reason you want to go upriver is because trout are going to be facing whatever direction the current is. So it's essentially like a little conveyor belt of food coming to their face. So they're always going to be facing upstream. So if you're coming up from behind them, you're less likely to spook them than if you are going downstream, walking straight into their line of sight. It will improve your chances of not spooking fish tremendously, especially on these smaller creeks and streams such as this one. All right, second is getting a drag-free drift or dead drift. I've mentioned this in a couple of my videos previously, but I want to explain that a little better here with a demonstration. All right, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to cast this streamer and indicator. And if you can see that orange indicator, it is in the slower part of the water. A little farther up will be the faster current. But if it was in that current, it would need to be going the same speed as those bubbles up there. So now we cast, and you see now it is going the same speed as those bubbles. And that is a dead drift. It also needs to go the same direction. If it's not going the same direction, then that's also drag. So you can see this pretty fast run right here. It's really shallow, but it is really fast. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to essentially flick it. What I like to do is flick it and let it go the same exact speed as that current. And then once you come to the end of the run, you just pull up and go right back in. And once again, you got to make sure that you have your indicator set deep enough so it's slowly ticking that bottom, and that way you know you're effectively nymphing. So, okay, third thing that you'd want to do is make sure you're getting deep enough. If you're not fishing your flies deep enough in a run or wherever it is, then that will decrease your chances tremendously. I'd say other than getting drag-free drift, depth would be one of the most important things you can accomplish is getting the right depth. Generally, you'll know you're getting the right depth if your fly is ticking bottom, every once in a while. And if it gets snagged too often, then maybe raise your indicator or adjust your depth a little bit. Now, how do you get different depths on your fly? How do you change the depth? There's actually multiple different ways to do that. And first, we're going to talk about the speed of the water. So if you're fishing a run that is a lot faster in speed, maybe it's shallower than what you're used to fishing, but it's a really fast current, you're going to want to have your fly line and indicator set higher to compensate for the amount of speed that you're going to be fishing in. Because when you're fishing a faster current, there's more drag in your line between your indicator and your fly, which means that you would have to lengthen that distance for it to get down. A good rule of thumb is, an average speed of water, probably just like a slow moving current, I'd say 1 to 1.5 times the depth of what you think you're fishing. That's how deep you'd want to set your indicator on your line. About 1.5 to 2 times for faster currents. Fifth, we're going to talk about weight. Weight is another aspect of getting down deep enough. You want to make sure you have enough weight, whether you're using heavier flies or heavier split shot or whatever methods you use. I like to just add some split shot here and there, a couple inches above my first fly. So getting enough weight to get down deep enough would be the option I would take after I adjust my indicator. If I feel like my indicator is fishing deep enough, but I feel like I'm still not getting bites, then I'm going to put on some more weight, whether that be a heavier fly or like I said, using some split shot. Another topic that we could go over would be your tippet size. If you're fishing a lighter or smaller diameter tippet, such as 5, 6, 7X, then you will actually be able to get down a little bit deeper than if you fished, say, 3X tippet, because there's less resistance from the diameter of your line. Next thing would be your fly size. If you're fishing really bulky, fluffy flies that don't have a lot of weight on them, then they're going to have trouble getting down deep enough. And you may want to consider using fly that has a lot of weight added to it for the amount of mass it has, or add split shot. Or you can always use a nymph such as like a perdigon that has very little mass but is really heavy, so it cuts through the water really well. All right guys, if any of that helped you out, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. Go watch all these getting started in fly fishing videos I've got going. And please, once again, subscribe, share these videos. We've got some cool stuff coming up and I don't want you guys to miss out. But without any further ado, look at that beautiful scenery around me. I think I'm going to get fishing and I'll catch you guys on the other side.